Welcome back to Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerantz. Thank you so much for joining us again. Our guest is Bill Martin. He is the insurance co-chair for Advocates for Highway and Auto Safety. Sir, we thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
What is the Advocates for Highway and Auto Safety?
It's a group of consumer groups that are interested in safety that have gotten together with insurance companies and said, we agree on this one. Let's push for regulation. Yeah, I know. Usually we're battling each other. So
here's the news, and why I wanted to bring you on the program is, how is our great state of California doing when it addresses the issue of regulation, like you said, and auto safety?
Well, we've ranked the states based on 15 laws, and California is doing pretty well. It's a top 16 state. We put it in green as compared to red or yellow in our ratings.
So there's 16 states that are green. 25 are yellow.
Correct.
9 are red.
Right.
I'm actually surprised at who comes in 50th.
Yeah, Virginia, right there next to the nation's capital, where we do all this testing, they just have a lot of problems with congestion and road safety, and really graduated driver's license, which is a big part of this.
Illinois comes in first.
Correct.
We're around 10th. Not bad.
10th.
Okay, so of those 15 categories of laws that you analyze, in 9 categories, we're in a good place. There are 6 that you had told me that where we need some work. Talk to me about those.
So there's pretty much 2 groups. One of them is what we would call primary enforcement. So a policeman could see a person breaking a law, a teenager breaking a law, and can't stop them because they didn't break the law that they can stop somebody for.
Well, that's interesting.
So you could have a bunch of kids in the car, they could be talking on the phone, they'd be driving after the hours they're supposed to drive, and the policeman can't stop them unless they're speeding or running a red light or something like that.
It's almost like is it like texting, or is that a primary enforcement? You got to be
texting's primary, but the cell phone use isn't. So
I see.
It's and then the other category is just age. We still let people have their permits before 16, and if they violate a law, we still let them have full license privileges by 17. So really, those should be 16 and 18 in the ideal world, and we should have booster seats at 7.
Let me make I understand. So you believe that a teenager should get its permit at 16, and then a full license at 18.
Correct.
It may seem intuitive that we would want that, but talk to me about the hard, cold facts. Why is that beneficial? 16, 18, same thing.
Well, it's a learning period, right?
Okay.
So we know that until you experience some mistakes, that you are not going to drive safely. So what we want the teenager to do is realize one of those mistakes is breaking the law. We'd rather they break the law before they hurt somebody with it. You know, it's kind of like when you get stopped for drunk driving, the average driver has already driven drunk 87 times. So this is just, it's not bad luck, it's bad habits.
Can I tell you, I have a mea culpa. When I was 19, I drove drunk once, and it was the most horrifying half hour I'd ever had. I would never, ever, ever do it again. I was not pulled over. Luckily, I didn't cause any harm. But it is a stunning, I mean, I can't believe anyone would do it more than once.
Well, you're a very lucky man to have that regulator in your head.
Right.
And most teenagers don't. And if they do, that's a different issue. It's really those of us who are driving the other direction that have to make that guess. Right?
Of course. Okay, so what is the organization doing, at least in California, to try to improve the 6 areas where we need work?
So we approach the different legislators who want to be at the top of the list and say, hey, minor improvements in the laws could really make the difference for California. You could be up there with Illinois. Really won't be any more intrusive than anything else we've done. And there's some arguments and civil liberties against it, so we have to overcome those arguments. So it's a lobbying group.
So you mentioned teen graduate driver's licensing. I heard you say boosters. I have 2 a 9-year-old and almost 7-year-old, and they're not sure if they should. I don't know. Should they mean booster still? I'm not sure.
So we would like the law to say 7, and even potentially 8 and 80, right? 8 and 80 pounds.
Right. Okay.
But right now it's a little bit less than that
What
in
is
California. I think it's 6.
6 and 60. No, I think you're right. It is 6 and 60. And how is that? Illinois has it higher than California, and
yes, Illinois got the 7, age 7. It's got the 70. That's what we want as a minimum.
Great. Bill, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Thanks
My
for
name is
on.
Brad Pomerantz. We thank you for joining us. We're going to send you back to HLN.
Today, everything you need to be entertained is ready and waiting right inside your home. Thanks to Charter Digital Cable. Sign up and you get over 100 of the most popular channels, all in crystal clear quality and sound. Plus an easy-to-use program guide that makes it simple to find all your favorites. More drama, more news, more laughs for less. Suddenly, staying in is in again. Bring your home to life with Charter Digital Cable. Call today.